The sound of rain was so loud it even drowned out the TV in the living room. That night, raindrops tapped against my window while I curled up under my blanket, reading a comic book. Outside, it was already pitch dark, even though it wasn't even 8 o'clock yet. In our small town, nights came early in winter. That evening, the wind rattled the branches against my window, making me uneasy. I lay in bed, trying to sleep until I heard it. It was like someone walking through puddles. At first, I thought it might be Dad letting the dog out, but Dad was in the living room with Mom. I pulled the curtain aside just a little. Nobody was there. Still, the sound kept going, like invisible feet pacing just outside my window. Then it stopped. Silence. My heart thudded in my chest. I was about to hide under the blanket when the sound came back faster this time. Suddenly, tap. Something hard hit the glass. I dove under the bed, holding my breath. That's when I smelled a wet dirt, like the forest floor after heavy rain. Slowly, I peeked out and saw them, muddy, bare feet standing right beside my bed. Whoever it was leaned forward, watching me. I couldn't see their face, but I could see their breath fogging the air. Just as they reached for my blanket, Mom's voice cut through. "Wake up, honey, you're dreaming." When I opened my eyes, it was morning. But when I looked at the floor, my stomach turned. There were muddy, wet footprints leading from my bed straight to the window. After that, Mom put up thick curtains in my room. But they didn't keep the footsteps away. Every time it rained, they came back. A week later, I was walking home from school when I saw something in the muddy patch at the edge of our yarda. Single pair of bare footprints. They led straight into the forest. I couldn't stop thinking about it. That night, I lay awake as the rain began again. But this time, the sound didn't come from the window, it came from above, the attic. The wooden beams creaked one step, then another stopping right above my bed. Then my curtains shook. I couldn't help it, I pulled them open. Pressed against the glass was a face, but there were no eyes, just empty black holes. Its lips were smeared with mud. They moved slowly, forming one word, open. I wanted to scream, but no sound came out. My bedroom door creaked open. A wet drop slid under the crack. Footsteps moved closer, then stopped. In the morning, I found 3 muddy words written on my wall. Come to the forest. Mom saw it too. She didn't say a word, but I knew she had. That night, my curiosity and fear twisted together. What if I went? Maybe then I'd know why it was after me. Near midnight, the house was silent. I slipped out of bed and tiptoed past my parents' room. Outside, the mud squelched under my feet. The closer I got to the forest, the colder it became. Mist coiled between the tree trunks. Then, from the shadows, the eyeless face appeared again. It tilted its head, beckoning me forward. With each step, the ground turned softer, the air heavier. Finally, it stopped beside a huge tree. It crouched down and dug into the mud, pulling out a small, rusty bell. My name was carved into it. I froze. How could my name be there? The thing leaned close to me. Its lips moved again. This is your home. Branches cracked behind me. I turned to see dozens of eyeless figures stepping out of the trees, their bare feet sinking into the mud. They began closing in. I tried to run, but my feet were stuck. A cold hand gripped my shoulder. I turned. One of them was right in front of me, its faceless head inches from mine. Then blackness. When I woke, I was in my bed again. The rain had stopped. Everything seemed normal. Until I saw the rusty bell in the corner of my room, half buried in a small pile of mud. My name was still carved into it. Since that night, whenever it rains, I hear the footsteps outside my window. Slosh, slosh, slosh. And sometimes, Words appear in the fog glass, words I never write. We're still here.